All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back for game two. Phoenix Northern Storm. We know we're going a little long here, so we'll just jump straight into the champ select. Uh, so, Jeff, if you're ready, I'll start it in three, two, one, go. Go.
Here we go.
Right, now I'll make sure the fine folks can see it too. Um, the recording that we were sent did start a little bit late, so we're already knee deep in the Jam Select, but we do see some pretty obvious bans here. Taking out the Fizz, it was giving Phoenix a little trouble here. Interested to see what their third ban is going to be for Northern Storm, though. Ah, the Zoe.
The
Okay.
Zoe, sure. Respecting the Hohenheim.
And it's worth noting that now Northern Storm is on the red side, unfortunately, with the recording. They're still the other way there. So we'll see what happens here. Vagar probably going to get picked up by Hohenheim here. That's going to be really bad for Northern Storm.
Yeah, that's something that you generally see Hohenheim push off of, but they've let it through, and he's willing to pick it up. Now, one thing I'm curious about, if I'm not mistaken, it's going to come down to if Phoenix were to not win this game, it would come down to game time as the tiebreaker between Phoenix and White Wolf potentially for the fourth playoff spot because they did 1-1 earlier this split.
Yeah, I'd have to check the rules specifically to see exactly how that would work out. Oh, we may see we see the Zillion pick here. All right, we have
I like
seen
that.
yeah we've seen some powerful mid lane Zillions previously in the LCUS.
Particularly against someone like a Vagar, who
Hmm.
just is all about the burst, one-shotting you. The Zillion, as long as you can put that ult on yourself before the event horizon stun ends, which presumably you will be able to. You can basically just sort of make that all. You can cancel it all out.
Absolutely, and we do have an Olaf pick here, possibly for a mid lane or not a mid lane, jungle, possibly for top. We'll have to see. More than likely, it's a jungle pick though.
I'll
Mm.
tell you one thing. Um, Nine Lives has got to be very excited about the way that first set of games went because with White Wolf 1-1ing, it gives Nine Lives a guaranteed playoff spot even before they have to play tonight.
Well, if I'm 9 lives, I'm thinking about 2-0ing option 12 and being in first place.
Yeah, sure, absolutely. Why? Yeah, why not aim for the stars? But makes it even more exciting to go for that top spot when you know that there's a decent security blanket underneath you. But to get back to this particular match, talked about the potential tiebreaker scenarios between Phoenix and White Wolf. If you're Team Phoenix, you got to just be looking at it as, all right, let's just 2-0 and not even worry about any of that.
Right, and I mean the team they're building right now. If I've ever seen Phoenix build a 2-0 team, it's this team already. Malphite, Jarvan, and Vagar. These are like the scariest words you can say when describing Phoenix.
Yeah, these are great picks for them. We talk so much about Darian's Malphite. It's such a great comfort pick for him. Hohenheim's Vigar is well versed.
Nice
And
to see
Fat
the
Leon
Rumble
Jarvan.
though. I like the
Yeah,
Rumble
I'm
pick here.
excited. Yeah, that's something
And
that I personally haven't seen much of in the LCUS, so I'm excited to see how that works out.
nice aggressive pick. Keep Malphite in the back corner. Of course, Malphite was back. Has always been backed into the corner, and Darian's playing him, so it doesn't matter. But we'll see what happens. I do, like I said, I think the Rumble's a good pick. It'll help with lane pushing quite a bit, which is something I think that Northern Storm was kind of lacking in game one.
hmm And also, when we get to team fights, a good equalizer can really destroy a Vigar because he's so immobile. And if I'm not mistaken, equalizer's cast range outranges Event Horizon. So a Rumble can put that down with no threat of the Vigar stopping him from doing so. And then if you're a Vigar, you just have to walk off of it slowly.
How do you feel about the focus on Alon Z here, banning basically both of his supports?
Well, I mean, maybe it's tricky because you have Minami Hisaki as a substitute coming in. So you know that they're just picking the bottom lane at this point. Maybe you don't have as much knowledge of the substitute AD carry, so you're just looking to target the player you are familiar with.
And the misfortune, I did I did think that she did a good job with that with her presence there, but I don't think it was that terrifying to the point that they need to be too worried about her. And we're
hmm
definitely going to be seeing that I believe this Olaf is a Jungle Olaf just because you wouldn't take the time to pick your chroma for the skin unless you're playing it. So,
yeah, I know.
I mean, obviously
I
the Rumble kind of dictated that as well, but you never know.
hmm Well, and the Lux pick now because the only other way you could see it is Lux mid Zillion support. I don't even know, but
It is
but
possible it
essentially
could
we
be that.
know, yeah, we know where they're going now. I do agree with the point about the misfortune though, where I
Mhm.
think nothing against Minami Hisaki. I think he played very well in that game one, but he also was not the deciding factor where you would just immediately think, oh, we got to get rid of misfortune.
So we're going Lux versus Vagar here. I'm not. I was so excited about the Zillion mid. I'm now a little disappointed.
Yeah, we were not correct in that one, but I think Lux is an okay pick against the Vagar. With that long range, gives her some safety against the Event Horizon. May be able to pick on him a little bit as he tries to farm up those stacks. And Shaken is actually going Ignite up in the top lane as of right now. So maybe just looking to go all in on lane dominance up there.
Yeah, we'll have to see. I still think Phoenix is a very strong team here, but Northern Storm has some options here.
Absolutely.
All right, so the video is now ended because that's how this works now. So we will jump right into the replay, assuming the replay is loaded up properly. So go in 3, 2, 1. All right, going into the Nero Skin Showdown here. Almost missed, almost didn't get the overlay up in time. All right. I think Northern Storm wins this just because they have two skins not on Phoenix there. But yeah. I mean, I don't like Brolaf or Striker Lucian, but anything's better than no skins.
Personally, I've always enjoyed Broloff. Maybe it's because I was in college when that skin was released, and I sort of related to it in a shameful way. But
All right, I was at 6 seconds, but I imagine you're further ahead of me now.
just a bit. I'm at 27 right now, so I
Okay.
can wait for you.
All right, I've got the overlay set up. So once again, I'll tell you when to start once it's finished loading in here. Play. Okay. So you said you're at 26, was it?
27 now.
27. Okay, so I've got about 10 seconds or so here. Okay, 27. All right, so start in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Start. Okay.
Let's go.
So Phoenix once again being aggressive, heading from the bottom side this time though. This is gonna get spotted. No one's paying attention
Oh,
though.
flash in though. They get a two-man knockup. Fawn forced to flash away one side. Meanwhile, Sigtao Lord goes the other way. So that's double flashes burned in the bottom lane exchange for just one from TARDIS.
That being said though, that could have gone a hell of a lot worse.
Yeah,
I was honestly expecting it to go a heck of a lot worse, but fortunately none of the stuns from Hohenheim landed there.
Yeah, it was very important that they both flashed out immediately because that event horizon does take a moment to arm. This isn't 5 years ago when it was an instant that was just so ridiculous. But it is certainly an effective play for Phoenix because they get 2-for-1 flashes in the bottom lane.
Something that this also does mean though is Hohenheim's gonna have a slightly weaker starting lane.
Good point.
Couple of AP points down, which could make all the difference, but we'll see.
Yeah, certainly as a Vygar, you don't feel good about starting E and then not getting anything from it.
Right. It's like starting Wither on a Nasus. It's just not a great way to go.
That sounds awful. Shaken Not Stirred put a cheeky ward down on the blue buff before coming up. And you see Fatley already coming down to the bottom lane. So looking to get that flag and drag combo. Punish the flashless bot lane of Northern Storm.
Oh.
And they do not get the knockup. Good dash away from Fawn.
That is something to be said about Northern Storm's lineup here. They have a lot of abilities to disengage. Lucian's got the dash, and Sigtao Lord will have that little time boost.
Mm-hmm. And of course, come level 6, you have the Resurrection.
Right.
They get another knockup onto Sigtao Lord. Minami not really too close to capitalize, but they do get the Zillion down to about half health.
I kind of like how Rakan is basically just a skinnier Alistar in a lot of ways. Oh, Infinite is far too forward here. This is probably going to be a first blood. Does have
Oh,
flash
and he
still.
accidentally stepped into the stun. Broloff is here, though, in Chaos Could get a lot of damage back down. Doesn't choose to go all in for it.
A little surprised, actually. I mean, it's a level 2 Vagar. When else are you going to hit him?
Yeah, I think Chaos maybe could have turned that around, but maybe they just thought, okay, we at least got our Lux out.
Right. Probably didn't want to risk,
Happy with that.
because Fat Lee is just the kind of Jarvan player who would totally just go in on that Lux.
Another Event Horizon comes out. Sigtown Infant takes a big chunk of damage. Hohenheim with a flash, and he brought that faithful barrier that we see Hohenheim run so often. So he will be in a combat advantage. Infinite has vision and gets the snare down. Oh boy, stun comes out though, and Infinite with that shield, can he actually outduel this? The barrier is still available. Hohenheim looking to bait with it, and the snare doesn't land, but actually Hohenheim got a little spooked and popped the barrier without needing to.
Yeah, so the barrier actually got reverse baited there.
Right? This is next level stuff.
I'm going to intentionally hit the minions so he wastes barrier. That'll show him.
God, if that was actually intentional, I would be so impressed. In any case, the mid lane relatively even. Flash still down for Sigtao Infinite though. So we'll see if Fat Lee chooses to come back. He has 2 lanes that are flashless now to go after.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. Flash at about a quarter of the way there. Sigtao Lord going a little far forward there. You should probably put a ward in that rush. Neither of them have wards available, but they probably should. Alright. Hohenheim very low on mana.
TARDIS has been very aggressive going in for these knockups. Gets another decent chunk down onto Sigtao Lord.
Yeah, like I said, he's really playing this just like a Alistar, using natural dash ability as opposed to trying to do the headbutt knockup, though. But, I mean, that's beyond Alistar's natural durability. That's really why Alonzi is so good on Alistar, is he gets those knockups in really good, impressive fashion. And they could actually get Fawn here.
Yeah, Fawn is
he's okay.
a little far forward. Looks like he'll just be able to dash over the wall there, though.
Some nice natural mobility. And Infernal Drake will be the first dragon here. That's going to be very scary for either team.
And a ping coming down onto Sigtao Infinite. They know he doesn't have flash. And TARDIS is coming in. Oh, they get the stun. This is going to be a lot of trouble for this Lux. Sigtao Infinite taken very low. The Ignite already comes out. Nice double snare, though. What a play from the Northern Storm mid laner. That's the only way she gets out in that way. Hold it off.
And it's actually... I feel kind of bad for LNZ TARDIS because this is like the third or who knows how many Ignite that doesn't actually manage to secure a kill.
Fat Lee was taken very low in the bottom lane, actually.
Keeps using it. Yeah, very low. I mean, good combos can come out of this Northern Storm lineup, especially when there isn't the additional CC from that Rakan. But Shaken and Darien actually keep trading somewhat evenly. Obviously, Shaken is up because this is what happens when Darien's laning.
Yeah, Sigtao Infinite playing some mind games there. Throws out the W, maybe trying to get Hohenheim to react to the snare.
Flash is available for Northern Storm's bot lane again. So, very important. Shaken Not Stirred is level 6. Trying to go for a gank. I think, yeah, Hohenheim knows this, though. So this
it was huge. Sorry, it was huge for Northern Storm's bot lane to persevere through that flashless period. And they didn't even have to burn like a heal or anything else to keep themselves alive during that time. So they are actually up a summoner now at 6 minutes.
Oh, LNZ misses that. Let's see what happens. Big
he
stun
gets
combo.
double bomb. This is us. A lot of trouble. Able to dash away. Has to flash. I'm not sure if he actually needed to flash. But in any case, meanwhile, we've checked back to mid lane, and Sigtao Infinite gets a lot of damage down to Hohenheim, who is switched over to the cleanse now.
Yeah, for good reason. That Lux has hit level 6. you cannot risk being snared.
Yeah, and we've seen Sigtao Infinite be very accurate with those light bindings already in this game. Shaken Not Stirred is doing what we expected on this Rumble. Up a good chunk of CS and picking up even more at the tower right now.
Right, Hohenheim very low on mana, 27 stacks. And I'm really surprised Sigtao Lord is still sticking around there. Yeah, this bot lane needs to go back. 1,800 gold on Fawn. We'll see what he picks up. The Minami and the rest of Phoenix's bot lane haven't gone back either yet, though, so I think they should take advantage of this as well. Also 1,800 gold.
Yeah, gonna be dead even in CS as they recall here. Presumably, actually, no. Looks like Phoenix is gonna stick around for one more wave.
Might as well. LNZ is a good level away from 6. Misfortune already there. But most everyone is at 6 at this point, so we'll see how things turn out. Chaos a little behind. And no kill yet.
Yeah, Chaos, maybe a camp or two behind Fat Lee in the jungle at this point, but picking up the Raptors right now. Stun lands onto Sigtownfin in the mid lane. Doesn't land the snare in response, and there is so much damage coming out. Sigtownfin forced to flash away as Hohenheim flexes his muscles a little bit there.
Gets out with 40 hit points. There's that extra stacks that he missed at level 1 right there.
Ah, indeed.
Oh, Chaos willing to go in.
Chaos. Yeah, they actually flash in. Or excuse me, not flash in, but...
Alistar's there.
Yeah,
Alistar's there. LNC.
Have Ragnarok, so he's got to be really careful. Tardis doesn't land the knock-up, though.
Looking to land that snare.
Force, and yeah, Chaos will barely get away. Now Shaken in trouble, though. All by himself.
Ooh, Laser somehow misses everybody. But does remind everyone that, hey, Lux exists, so maybe we should back off.
Yeah, you almost feel like that was just a laser meant to ward people off, but now Shaken looking to run down Darian. This is dangerous, though. Darian actually fading a little bit.
So baiting.
Yeah, actually held down S there, just stopped for a second, trying to keep him chasing.
Here's an LCUS pro tip for everyone here. If the person you're chasing stops moving at any point, you're getting baited. So, unless it's a Wukong.
Sure.
But, you know, maybe realize that someone's saying, hey, come and get me. And fortunately, Shaken was able to back off there.
So a lot of action up in that top side river, just above mid lane.
Fat Lee coming to steal here.
Yeah, Chaos is still only level 5, and Fat Lee goes in, he gets the red and gets level 7 off of it and just destroys the Olaf. Nice play from Fat Lee there. First blood over to Phoenix.
And Hohenheim cheekily gets an assist that wasn't needed.
Nice little bonus gold into your pocket. Shaken coming down again, looking to clear out a ward, but he is actually sort of surrounded. Fat Lee is still in that red side jungle.
I think he could just punch through mid lane if he wanted to. But no.
Well, certainly looks like Phoenix, they are aware of him. They are looking to punish him. Meanwhile, Sigtownfin gets stunned up again. Darian coming around. This is like a game of cat and mouse in this red side jungle right now.
Yeah, let's see what happens.
Rumble. Fat Lee coming over. He does have a red buff. Flag and Drag misses, so he won't be able to apply that slow from the red buff or the shield. Shaken Nestor just trying to waddle his way away. Nice equalizer. Should probably get him out.
Yep. Yeah, he was. I don't think he was in that much danger. Darian does not really have any damage at all currently.
Oh, Sigtownfin. Oh, he misses the laser, and there's the Primordial Burst. One more Q from Hohenheim. He gets the outplay. Sigtownfin had the chance to get the kill, but Hohenheim able to juke away from the final spark.
68 stacks. We're getting Veigar online, as always happens when Hohenheim plays him.
Hohenheim had both summoners available too, so even if that laser was online, I'm not sure if he would have died. Northern Storm, a lot of pressure in the bottom lane. Tardis goes in with the quickness, trying to catch on to Fawn. Puts down the Ignite again, but once again, it looks like it won't be fruitful.
It really feels as though Phoenix is kind of on the back foot here. I don't know if it's like psychologically because they know they're up against a lot of really top picks for these players, or if it's just because it's the top picks. But I mean, they need to get some momentum soon.
Yeah, certainly Northern Storm, this bottom lane is playing extremely well. I would say Phoenix certainly has had the advantage in the top half of the map, as this turret is going relatively low. Darian actually takes turret aggro pretty early there. Do they have the damage to kill Shaken? Darian's going to go down to that last turret shot. They do finish off Shaken, not stirred, and I think Fat Lee will get away. A kill goes down in the bottom lane as well as WD Fan picks up Hasaki. Action in the mid lane as well, all over the place. We have people dropping.
Yeah.
But in the end, it's going to be actually Northern Storm getting free pressure on this bottom lane turret, but Fat Lee capitalizes on the pressure in the top and picks up first brick.
Flash, probably going to get an execution here. Oh, missed the mid. That's fine. We're watching this execution.
Yeah, Hohenheim's at that point now where Sigtownfin just can't go near him because the full combo burst just destroys the Lux.
I mean, Lux does technically, I believe, outrange Vigar as well, so
Hmm.
as long as he plays it safe, he should be okay. It's just it's so hard to stay out of range, of that, especially because of the event horizon.
Yeah, Hohenheim's been landing enough of those stuns and then either able to juke away or Sigtal Infinite just not properly aiming the light bindings to keep the Vigar at range. And once the Vigar gets in there, it's been pretty much all she wrote. So Phoenix, with a series of pretty strong plays, they get that kill in the top or in the mid lane, and they get first brick in the top lane. Almost a 2,000 gold lead now.
You know, be doing really well against this team of Phoenixes here. Karthus. Oh.
Karthus goes in, he gets the knockup, but Chaos able to run away. Huge bullet time across Shaken, not stirred. He's gonna get stunned up by the event horizon. Chaos trapped in there as well. Sigtal Lord can't find any bombs. Sigtal Infinite could get run down. A light binding will save him for now. Van dashes over the wall, but it's still a 2-for-0 on the side of Phoenix, and it looks like they'll be able to pick up a free break as well.
Without being too depressive here, this may just be the beginning of the end right here for Northern Storm. That
Yeah,
was
it certainly looks like... Oh, I'm sorry, go ahead.
I was just gonna say that was a huge team fight. Ooh,
Ooh, good try from
Yeah.
Sigtal Infinite, but
that was really good.
not quite able to get it. Hohenheim flashes in, looking to assert his dominance. Primordial Burst is all that's needed, and the Lux is gone again. 7-2 in kills, 3,000 gold lead. They might not have the minions to finish off this turret.
Oh, Hohenheim doesn't even care.
Around anyway.
Oh, he's gonna die.
Oh my goodness, he gets executed. Now Darien is left out on his lonesome. The slows. Can he get away? The Ignite is ticking. One more axe.
Oh,
He
I like that
flashes
flash.
for it, actually.
But now he's gonna
Cataclysm
end up
comes out
dying
and
to
he
the turret.
trapped Chaos. Yeah, he trapped Chaos in turret range just barely. So the Olaf goes down as a trade. And that turret did drop for Phoenix. So they open up the map. Northern Storm will answer in the bottom lane, however.
Yeah, that's the first turret there for Northern Storm. I did really like some of those plays by Chaosix, but the good counterplay by Fatley as well.
Yeah, Fatley being in the right place at the right time, just barely, to trap that Olaf onto the turret. Because if that Cataclysm is just, you know, a few feet further away from the turret, the Olaf is able to hug the far side of it and at least break turret aggro, probably not die.
We do have an Ocean Drake. Will be the next dragon that comes available, but that's a while away, and we'll see where Northern Storm is once that comes around. 3K gold lead, 2 turrets, 5 kills. Oh, another
Tardis
charm
going in
knockup.
again with the quickness and the grand entrance. Sigtal Infinite in so much trouble, so much damage coming out. He puts out the shield, but the Ignite, oh, the last auto attack from the Rakan finishes it off.
Really, once again, really impressed by this Rakan play from Alonzi, proving that he has more than just 2 supports in his pocket.
Oh my god, Von Hohenheim.
I think what they're really suffering from here is they don't have enough CC to deal with this, deal with Hohenheim, like at all. They have, do they have any stuns? I don't think they have any real stuns.
Yeah, I mean, you would need a double bomb. That's the only actual stun they have. A snare from the Lux, of course, but yeah, you actually have to stop him from casting his own abilities, and that's really only a double bomb, which is such circumstantial crowd control.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's part of the problem, and I think part of the reason why Vagars in general do really well in the LCUS is because there isn't really stuns aren't. Ooh, I like this play here up in the top lane.
Yeah, Fat Lee just destroyed Chaos in the jungle there. Darien actually goes in, gonna sacrifice his own life, but Sigtal Lord goes down. He did actually have the Chrono Shift available, chose not to cast it on himself. Bond gonna take a blast cone, and I think he will be able to get out.
We'll see. Does get spied here, but I don't think that Fat Lee can get over in time. Nope.
Yeah, Sigtal Lord had Chrono Shift available. Even if he had used it, I think Hohenheim would have been able to pick him up on the backside anyways.
Yeah, and if I don't know if this went through Sigtal Lord's mind, but I'd rather give the gold to Darien at this point.
I mean, if that was what went through his mind, it was certainly a correct assessment, I would say.
I don't know. I mean, at this point, with Northern Storm, picks are definitely kind of what you're looking for here, and you need to find a way to take Hohenheim if not by surprise, at least alone. Because delete button can only hit one person, I believe. Right?
Yeah, I
Yep.
mean, we've seen just the Lux pick in the mid lane not work whatsoever, though. It's basically, it is almost literally double CS in the mid lane on the side of Hohenheim. Actually, Northern Storm looking to contest this Rip Herald. This might just be the backbreaking play. Chaos is going to go down. They do steal the Rip Herald. Sigtal Infinite is there. I don't think they'll be able to pick up the Eye, though. Can you just heroically dash over and get that? Cataclysm locks him down. Sigtal Lord going to drop as well to the Primordial Burst. And Hohenheim is unstoppable. That Eye will just sit there without anyone to pick it up, and the steal will be meaningless.
Well, you know, once again, playing keep away. Poor Minami's trying to get it.
Oh, Hohenheim, so much damage on Defan. Puts down the exhaust, and that's the thing. The burst can only hit one person, but at this point, Hohenheim's strong enough that he only needs 2 spells. Doesn't even need the ult to blow some people up.
Yeah, so... Yeah, stuns, everyone. that's what we're learning from this. And stun knockups also. You know, let's not think that's the only thing in the world. Though stuns are really nice.
Chaos looking to run down Minami Hisaki. Battley is nearby, but he might just have to give this up. Oh, there's TARDIS going in.
Can't
but the
be
Ragnarok
disabled.
is popped. Yeah, can't be disabled. Hisaki just trying to run so slowly for his life. You can't run away from this misfortune. The snipe comes out, the final spark, but now Fat Lee comes back, finishes off Chaos. It's a 1-for-1. Oh no, Sigtal Lord got stunned up, gonna go down Primordial Burst one more time. Hohenheim is 7-1-5.
Hohenheim actually respecting the Lucian here.
Yeah,
good barrier though.
Out. He's able to strafe away 1Q. Oh my goodness, he's gonna outplay this. Just watch. Oh, he tried to be too good with it, I think, but does survive it. Fans forced to run away. Nice job from Hohenheim to avoid enough of the culling there.
Remember everyone, stopwatch is OP. Alright, we'll see what happens here. Shaken, trying to go in for the charms. Good flashes. I really like this Banshee's Veil on Sigtal Infinite.
Yeah, I think it's absolutely the correct itemization, but at this point, I don't even know if it keeps you alive. We've seen Hohenheim able to burst people out without even needing the ultimate.
Oh, for sure, but at the very least, it saved him from the charm there, from Atlan's and TARDIS. So
yeah, and it can save you from the event horizon as well.
Yeah, definitely a good call there. I like it. I'd like to see maybe a couple more people pick it up. Obviously, because it does give you some magic resist as well. Oh, Chaos in a lot of trouble. There's going to be a delete button. Maybe? Nope.
No, not willing to use the Primordial Burst there. Maybe he wasn't sure if it would kill him. I wasn't either. Yeah, they would run away.
It would have been interesting to see what the limitations are on that, because, I mean, that's one of the big scary things about Primordial Burst is sometimes you don't know what the cap is.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. They're hunting for a Viking in the red side jungle still, though, and Chaos, if he sticks around here too much... Oh, there's the Event Horizon again. Now they see him. Ragnarok is available now, though. Shaken Not Stirred just trying to ward them off. Baleful Strike does not land onto the Rumble.
A lot of chaotic fighting here in this jungle here. Oh! Manages to sidestep that damage. There's still no delete button being used. Hohenheim saving it for a special occasion.
Yeah, I think, you know, Hohenheim's probably saving that for, say, a Lucian or a Lux, but at this point it's only a 55-second cooldown, so you don't have to be too stingy with it.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. There looks as though they're trying to force a fight here. Fatli and Fawn are both in the bot lane together. Fawn's going to have to get out of there. Cannot beat that Lucian, or cannot beat the Jarvan one-on-one.
Yeah,
But
at this point in the game, a Jarvan is so powerful.
Oh, good dash though.
Yeah, able to get away from the Cataclysm, and Fatley used the Dragon Strike as well, so he does not have the knock-up to chase.
Alright, back foot here. We're at an 8,000 gold difference.
Oh, nice snare plus final spark. Shaken Not Stirred puts down the equalizer on top of it. Hohenheim just deletes Sigtal Lord, though. Once again, the Chrono Shift not used. Double kill for Hohenheim. Darian just trying to run away from the Olaf, and he will be able to one more auto attack from Minami. And meanwhile, Sigtal Infinite just trying to run away, able to get away with the help of that Banshee's Veil. But that's still a 3-for-1. They did get the shutdown gold, though, onto Hohenheim.
Did manage to chase Darian away too, so technically, at least in terms of momentum, it was a 2-for-3. But obviously, the gold scored is not helped by that.
Yeah, they're going to lose a pretty decent chunk off of this turret. Meanwhile, Fat Lee is just taking a turret almost for free in the bottom lane. Vaughn able to chase him away with the calling for now, but dash back in with the knockup. Fat Lee under the turret now, taken down pretty low, and we'll see if Vaughn tries to go for this outplay. Looks like he'll be content to just farm up.
All the turrets are very low. Darien, though, gets ignited here. Oh, the
Oh
stun
boy,
does
that's
land.
a double bomb.
They should get
And the
him here.
root, yes.
All right. There's that double bomb you were talking about.
Finally see one, and then immediately followed up with the snare. So Darien oversteps a bit in the mid lane.
I think most of Sigtal Lord's assists are actually from those double bombs, so definitely making them work. But really, a lot of very low turrets here. And Fat Lee is taking that Ocean Drake's abilities to town, just perfectly willing to sit there and let himself regenerate.
Yeah, and Hohenheim is being the bait right now. Turret goes down.
Oh, they're both trying to be the bait here. We'll see if anyone falls for it.
Chaos is looping around behind them. This is going to be a potential disaster for Northern Storm. Oh. Hohenheim is actually left alone now as Fat Lee flashed over the wall. WD Fan flashes in. Final Spark doesn't land. Can they take the blast cone? Oh no, Hohenheim! He takes it alone. Fat Lee actually picks up a kill on Defan though. They're all gonna get away. Hohenheim pops the barrier. Actually, he will. Oh my goodness, he somehow survives.
He might die to the bomb here. Oh!
He does go down to the bomb. So Phoenix pulling out some flashy plays, not quite flashy enough to get their mid laner out, but they do get 2 kills. And now Fat Lee is still here. Look at that damage onto Sigtal Infinite. A damage Jarvan is so terrifying at this point in the game.
Yeah, 9, 1, and 4. Absolutely terrifying there. Good job by Sigtal Lord doing that quarterback bomb throw to pick off Hohenheim. But it might be too little too late.
Yeah, just a little moral victory there for Northern Storm to at least say, well, we killed Hohenheim again. 10-3 now on this Vigar, reminding the LCUS why you don't give him this pick.
I mean, even at this point, everyone is pretty terrifying. I mean, we haven't seen Minami do that much on the Misfortune in terms of, like, the score is not that horrifically impressive, but at the same time, all of those assists are from incredible bullet times.
Mm-hmm.
And the damage she does put out is terrifying.
Yeah, just been playing his own role very well. Creating massive zones in fights. Getting a few key auto attacks in at the end of fights. Putting down these slows. And Phoenix now, they're starting Baron. I don't think they actually want to take this. They're just looking to bait.
I think they actually might have thought they could do it, but Darien's at half health now.
And they did not have Hasaki there, who is their main source of consistent DPS.
All right. Ooh.
Oh, they're going right in for Shaken, though. Will not even get the equalizer out. Actually, I'm not sure if it was quite available. Now Phoenix on the chase. Fat Lee is behind them. Tardis goes in as well. Quickness is popped, and the entire team of Northern Storm is separated. Chaos all alone, just forced to Ragnarok and Bromacia his way away. Oh no! The Blast Cone! Is that actually an interaction? The Blast Cone doesn't work if you're Ragnarok? Someone in chat, please tell me.
That would make sense. It can't be displaced or disabled.
Oh my goodness. And apparently Chaos didn't realize it. WD Fan is pushing in the bottom lane by himself. Sigtal Lord puts down the Chrono Shift on himself to save himself for now, but Hohenheim will just blow him up right after with the next cycle of spells. It will be an inhibitor, and Tardis is back, and I think he will be able to stop WD Fan's push actually by himself, even just as support.
Well, there's the equalizer. They should be able to hold this off, I would think. We'll have to see how deep Shaken goes here.
So a 10,000 gold lead now for Phoenix. They have to be feeling incredibly good about this. Could get themselves up to 10 points off of a 2-0 here, which would help them leapfrog Blitzkrieg, leave White Wolf Gaming in the dust, knock them out of playoffs, and potentially even leapfrog 9 lives, depending on how the Option 12 9 Lives series goes. Following this little plug, don't go away, folks.
I do have to commend Phoenix to let's put this in air quotes, play 2 quote normal games and come out on top.
Without the fiddlesticks, you mean?
Right, yeah, exactly. Because all their other normal games
Oh,
not to delete it there. All the other normal games earlier in the split did not go well. It was only after they got Fat Lee. Oh, good flash there.
Yeah, great flash from Shaken over the Q, but it doesn't matter. He gets caught by the event horizon anyways and just goes down to the next baleful strike. So Hohenheim at this point, he's got to just be rubbing his palms together, loving how this game has gone.
Yeah, and I mean, you could say obviously that Fat Lee joining did help this team really turn around, but at the same time, um, they were able to make a lot happen with these Fiddlesticks plays,
Hmm.
and that brought them to the point they are at now. Um, and so it's just a question now of if being forced to play more normal games, or if they run to 9 lives again, because 9 lives had their number last week. So if they run to 9 lives in the playoffs, that would be a matchup I would love to see.
Yeah, I definitely agree with your assessment of Phoenix's season overall because they were looking like a middle, if not even lower tier team until they came out with those Fiddlesticks comps. And confidence and momentum are such important things in League of Legends and in a lot of games and even in sports, of course, as well. And you feel like those Fiddlesticks games are what gave Phoenix the confidence to get to the place where they are now. WD Fon's not going to be feeling very confident here, as Fat Lee is actually not quite. Oh, the red bomb. Or excuse me, maybe it was the challenging smite that finished him off. But yes, to finish up, I think you're absolutely right that those Fiddlesticks comps gave Phoenix the momentum they needed to now carry into executing other comps well as well.
But Northern Storm is really holding on here. I mean, Fawn has been doing some great stuff. He's been losing most of the fights that he's been in, but he has almost been going equal despite being down so many kills. So just
Yeah,
showing,
260 CS on that Lucian. He's getting to a very strong point.
yeah, just showing not only the skill but the power of the champion. We'd like to see a laser here from Sigtao Infinite. Not sure if he has the mana for it. Does have the mana for it. Just decided picking his time. Bot turret has been destroyed. Fat Lee all alone down there. This turret's going to go down to... Oh, big laser. Good flash by Minami to get away from it.
Yeah, flash burned. I don't think he actually had to flash away from that. Meanwhile, WD Fan just going to go down again to Fat Lee. This is the damage Jarvan in mid game. Just almost unplayable as an AD carry.
Oh, here comes
And
the
TARDIS goes in with the quickness. Actually flashes away. Now goes back in with the grand entrance. Fat Lee is getting run down by Chaos, but flashed away from one axe, and I think he should be fine. Flag and Drag comes back out. That's a lot of damage. TARDIS does not actually... Oh, no, it's enough. Chaos couldn't be disabled, but it didn't matter. He just got killed. Phoenix, a pretty clean 2-0 here.
Yep. Yeah. Unfortunate for Phoenix, or for Northern Storm, they weren't able to take any games off there. It would have been nice to end their season with another win. But come back next season with what, or next split. Actually, it will actually just be straight up next season, I think. With more of what they've learned from this and come back stronger for it. Excellent. So I will update this here picture. I'm not sure if we have an interview set up yet. Doesn't look like anyone's in the interview room. But yeah, that Phoenix game was definitely something to see. And like you said, we'll check out the standings real quick actually here. Um, so Phoenix 2-0ing there. They have 10 points now. So
Hmm.
they're tied up with option 12, and that means that White Wolf, only with 8 points, is no longer in the playoffs. So we have our playoff finalists. They will be option 12, Blitzkrieg, 9 lives, and Phoenix. Um, However, Blitzkrieg will probably be last seed, assuming whether or not 9 lives manages to win a game there.
And even then, I believe 9 Lives and Blitzkrieg 1-1 earlier this season. So then it would come down to the next tiebreaker, which I think is game time.
Hmm.
So we might not know everything until well into the night or tomorrow, folks. But we do know the playoff teams and who they will be.
And now we're going to see what could be a preview of a playoff game or a preview of the finals. Coming up in a few moments here with option 12 versus 9 lives. Very excited to see if 9 lives can take the momentum from last week and just run it all the way through there to the finals. Meanwhile, option 12 coming off their bye knows what they're getting themselves into after that amazing performance last week. So we'll see if they're able to deal with that. Checking to see, I'm guessing we won't necessarily have an interview set up, probably because I believe option 12 is still playing their games, and typically that's how we get these sorts of things set up. Um, so may be able to grab something later off of it. I do see T-Rex in the lobby. I don't know if not sure what's up with that. Let me see if I've got a note on that. Um, Actually, Jeff, could you check the Twitch chat to see if they're shouting at us that there's an interview?
Twitch chat. Yeah, sure.
All right, excellent. And while he is doing that, I will make sure that I set up the image correctly for the next set of games here. All right, so yeah, excellent. So yeah, looking
All
forward
right.
to
So I'm
see.
hearing that T-Rex is Hohenheim.
Okay,
He's not in the interview room, but
we can just go to the lobby.
maybe we
That's
can
fine.
go to the lobby and just sabotage and ambush him.
All right. Hello. Hey, Alan Z's in here too.
It's a
Hey
party.
guys.
Oh, the surprise duo interview. How exciting.
Just congratulations to start off with, guys. Got into the playoffs after not really being that impressive early on in the season, if you don't mind me saying, or the split, if you don't
Ooh,
mind me saying so.
savage.
You know, we agree. Like,
Yeah.
So, how did it feel to play normal games instead of your fiddlesticks trickery?
I was actually kind of hoping to do it today, but like, I don't know. I duo with Sick Tao Infinite. I was like, yeah, like no, don't let him do that. He's been doing like 50 games of that every day. Like, so. But I was happy to get the Vigar at least. I haven't seen Vigar all split.
Mhm.
Yeah, absolutely. The Vigar, of course, very scary for you guys. You got a lot of your preferred picks, I think, in this particular set. You got the Darien with Malphite twice there, but Alonzi, I wanted to say, really good job with that Rakan. Is that like considered one of your top champions? Would you say?
Um, I would say he's getting up there. I decided after they kept banning my Alistair that I needed to widen my champion pool. Um, and he's like this nice difference between Alistair with the knockup, but also with shields like he is with like Janna or someone like that. So he's definitely a flex pick that I enjoy.
All right, excellent. Yeah, throughout the stream, I was making comparisons between that and the Alistair. So
Yeah. Yeah, you certainly were playing him almost like Alistar, which was very impressive. The aggression was fun to see. For both of you, I guess whichever one of you wants to answer, whoever chimes in first. We were making the remark during the game that you guys, as you yourselves admitted, weren't too strong to start the split, and then sort of you used the fiddlesticks comps for a couple of weeks, and they were successful. Would you say that that is really where you started to find your confidence? Where now, even without that sort of composition, you feel good enough that you can win any given game?
Uh, I
Uh,
think
Go ahead.
know me. I think what it was is not that when we had Goon Stomp that he wasn't a part of the team, but like we kind of just like not none of us could really find time to practice in the beginning. None of us really could figure out what we were doing. And then we kind of just came into this identity of like what kind of team we want to be. Oh, we want to be like a Wombo comp. We want to be someone who's like very aggressive. We want to force fights. And then it just kind of snowballed into the team we are now, where we make sure Darren gets a pick that he's comfortable with right away, and then we just kind of build our comp around that. So
You agree with that, Hohenheim?
Yeah, I wouldn't say I'm like a definitive shot caller. Like I'll suggest like yeah, we should probably go do that. Like but like and I think until Fat Lee came into the group, we didn't have a confident shot caller, and I think it spiraled. Oh, it coincidentally happened around the same time we picked up the fiddle, but I think it started with having a reliable shot caller, and then
mhm.
after that having a reliable team comp that we could keep doing over and over.
Yeah, having someone at the helm really does help in those clutch moments for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
Right. Excellent. So we have the our playoff team set up here. It's going to be you guys, Blitzkrieg, Nine Lives, and Option 12. Who are you least and most hoping to run into next week?
Blitzkrieg, most hoping to go against.
Oh, okay.
We know how they operate. And I think Hohenheim and I can agree the least thing we want to go against is option 12. So
Would you guys look forward to a Nine Lives rematch after what happened last week?
Oh yeah.
I think we could do it. Yeah, I have confidence, and we know what we did. We screwed up, but we know we know not to do that again.
All right, excellent. Well, good
Awesome.
luck next week. Thanks for the surprise double interview here, and you guys have a good rest of your night.
You
Yeah.
too. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, guys.
Congrats, guys. Thanks.
All right, so we're going to have maybe a little bit of a longer break here while we set up the last bits of the option 12 game here. Don't have the replay or video set up quite yet, but we'll be back, I'll say, probably within 3 to 5 minutes. So don't go anywhere. We'll see if 9 Lives can claim the number 1 seed here or if option 12 can hold on to it. Don't go anywhere.